China, with her vast rivers and towering mountains, spans 5 time zones and thousands of miles. These spectacular peaks and nourishing waters sustain countless forms of life. We will range far and wide, visiting some of the most fascinating corners of this enchanted land and admiring the charms of wild China. Our journey will begin at China's northernmost point. This is a place of extreme cold, where winter lasts for 8 months of the year. But the freezing temperatures cannot daunt the spirit of some of the world's hardiest creatures. Our next stop will take us to the country's western frontier. Here, in the world's second-largest shifting sand desert, we will observe the flightless crow and other marvels of this realm of extreme heat. China's northern tip forms part of Northeast Asia. Every winter, the arrival of the cold front from Siberia causes the temperature to plummet sharply. For 6 months of the year, the Heilongjiang River, marking part of the border between China and Russia, is frozen over. At this point, the 1,000-meter-wide river makes an abrupt turn, producing a sweeping loop. One of the unlikeliest local residents is the small and graceful roe deer. These agile creatures live in small herds of 3 to 5. The roe deer is a common sight in these parts. Timid and ever vigilant, they often generate a strange beat when roaming the woodland. So that they can sprint to safety at the slightest hint of danger. South of the Heilongjiang River stand the greater Xing'an Mountains. This vast range extends southwestward for 1,400 kilometers, the distance from London to Rome. As China's northernmost major mountain range, it's covered with almost 8.4 million hectares of forests. This is China's largest cold temperate forest. Here, the Xing'an larch dominates the landscape. In September, when southern China is enjoying early autumn, temperatures in the Xing'an Mountains plunge to freezing point at night. The reindeer is an unlikely inhabitant of the woodland. For over 3 centuries, reindeer have lived alongside the indigenous Awenkis. The Awenkis are known as nomadic herders. In autumn, they lead their reindeer deep into the forest, where the habitat is richer. The Cladonia rangiferina they find along the way is a staple food for the reindeer. For the next few months, the herd will be left on its own to survive winter. West of the mountains lies the largest freshwater lake in northern China. Heilongjiang Lake covers an area more than twice the size of Hong Kong. This vast lake is a major stopover for migratory birds, flying between East Asia and Australasia. More than 100,000 birds a year rest here and procreate. Towards the end of October, the lake pushes its fast freeze button. The migrating birds take the hint and set off for the south. With the polar vortex to the north shifting to drive the Siberian cold front towards the greater Xin'an Mountains, everything seems to be trapped beneath thick snow. Still, the sable is happy to make the most of the freezing winter. These small mammals, known for their luxuriant velvety fur, develop up to 46 hairs in a single follicle. Roughly the size of a domestic cat, the cute sable is a fierce predator. It spotted its prey. But its sudden move alerts the titmouse. The sable is out and about, following a heavy snowfall. But the twigs are too slender. So it has to give up. The vast Heilongjiang Lake is frozen almost solid. So rapidly did it freeze that the ice crumbled under the strain. The scene of desolation this has left resembles a battlefield. Late January is the coldest time of the year in northern China, with temperatures of -40 in the mountains. The local inhabitants face a stern test. For the reindeer, there's plenty of frozen lichen to feed on. But they need something else to sustain them: salt. The table salt has been left by the considerate Owenki herders. The reindeer come here to secure their vital salt intake. This is the largest wild boar species in China. They are capable of attacking with the ferocity of tigers. But to survive the cold, they huddle together for warmth. The deer may be better equipped than any other creature to survive the extreme cold. Deep in the forest, where the temperature can fall as low as -50, lives the world's largest deer, the moose. Standing 2 meters high at the shoulders, this giant species native to the northern hemisphere numbers just 100 in China. The freezing cold occasionally offers a surprise. Amid temperatures of 30 degrees below zero, this quiet stream is emitting waves of steam. This is a sign of hope for all. However, the hot springs are sealed off by the cold air, so the water temperature barely reaches 2 or 3 degrees. There's no hot bath to be had here. As the long winter draws to a close, the forest echoes with an eerie noise. The black-billed capercaillie is found only in Siberia and northeast China. Their mating call is clear and distinctive. A host of rivals are soon drawn to the scene. Two males are engaged in a vocal contest. This is a battle of stamina and endurance. The 8-month-long winter is nearing its end. The local inhabitants are rousing themselves. The reindeer will soon be reunited with their herders. In China's northwest, 6 hours of uninterrupted snowfall has created a rare spectacle. It's not mountains that lie beneath the snow, but vast sand dunes. This is the world's second largest shifting sand desert, the Taklamakan. This is one of the farthest places from the sea on the planet. At the heart of the Eurasian continent and forming part of China's western frontier, other than to the east, it is entirely encircled by plateaus and mountains. To the north rises the world's largest independent mountain system, the Tian Shan. With an average altitude of 4,000 meters and twice the length of the Alps, bordering the desert to the south and extending along the northern edge of the Qingzhanggaoan are the Kunlun Shan, rising to an average altitude of 5,400 meters. The vast rolling desert between these two mountain ranges is roughly the size of Germany. Starting in March, Sandstorms shroud the area for 6 months. Carried and moved by gales, it forms the largest area of shifting sands in the world. 6 centuries ago, the Silk Road extending to the Middle East and Europe gave rise to numerous trading towns in this area. But the relentless sands long ago devoured and consumed all the oasis here. In the sandy depths of the desert, a fascinating species of bird has found a way to survive. This remarkable creature has been shaped by the shifting sands. In adapting to the winds and sands, it has given up its ability to fly, and instead become a superb runner. The Xinjiang ground jay, unique to the Taklamakan chamois, is one of the least known species of bird on Earth. With sandy-colored plumage, this member of the crow family is smaller than most of its cousins. Occasionally they take wing to reach a nest hidden among the branches. This is a critical survival period for the young. The parents take turns guarding the nest and gathering food. Where will they find sustenance? The search is thorough and ultimately successful. The chicks have emerged from their shells. It has found some succulent worms. But how it managed to locate the worms beneath the sand remains a mystery. At noon, below the pitiless sun, the desert swelters in temperatures of up to 70 degrees. Such intense heat cannot be ignored. But even the most stubborn desert can be transformed. In May, meltwater from the Heilongjiang gathers into a stream, which advances northwards onto the desert. This is the sole waterway crossing the Taklamakan chamois, the Hotan River. This force of nature has given rise to a trail of life-giving oasis amid the vast expanse of sand. To avoid the sun and predators, the smaller creatures only emerge after sunset. The yarkand hare, unique to the Taklamakan chamois, is known for its remarkable hearing ability. This little fellow is a rare sight around here. The three-toed jerboa has just woken from its winter slumber. With its short arms and unusually long legs and tail, it resembles a tiny kangaroo. In the dry environment, it has developed the ability to derive all its water intake solely from plants. In the heart of the desert, the Hotun River encounters a remarkable mountain range. It boasts a unique color scheme. Its north side is composed of gleaming dolomite, and its south of reddish-brown sandstone. To the locals, it's known as the Red and White Mountains. This is the only mountain range Taklamakan Shamel, which extends west to east for over 90 kilometers, as far as the Hotun River. The Hotun skirts one end of the Red and White Mountains before flowing northward to join the Tarim River. On the banks of the Tarim River lies the world's largest primeval Populus euphratica forest. Every October, it's welcoming the hordes of migratory birds, for whom it is an important stopover on the desert's edge. The forest is also home to a beautiful species of deer. The Tarim red deer is the only red deer that inhabits a desert. The male, a solitary creature, stands up to 2 meters tall. The burden of raising the young falls on the females. This area is also inhabited by the charming red fox. The red fox is the most prominent part of the local wildlife. In Chinese legend, the red fox is a powerful spirit, capable of turning into an enchantress and conquering everyone she encounters with her glamour and cunning. But the encounter with the deer has unnerved it. After weighing its options, it takes the wise course and steers clear of the herd. Winter is coming. The migratory birds are ready to leave the desert for warmer climes down south. But which route will they choose? The answer is surprising. In the world's second-largest shifting sand desert, the sandstorms can be treacherous. Yet the birds have decided to take the most dangerous route across the desert. This is the first time a film crew has recorded migrating birds at the Red and White Mountains. We're lucky enough to witness a formidable formation of black kites. The black kite is a medium-sized raptor, standing at the top of the food chain. Never before has such a huge flock of black kites been filmed. The desert that was once crossed by the ancient Silk Road continues to shift amid the roaring gales. But even in the most hostile environment, life continues to survive and reproduce. Such is the way of the natural world.